Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You will not believe what's going on with Trisha Paytas, James Charles, and the D'Amelio sisters right now. Before we get into today's extremely hot tea, make sure to subscribe to this channel and give it a big ol' thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm because, as some of you may or may not have noticed, I've been shadow banned. Yay! Okay, so it all started on November 16th when the D'Amelio family vlog channel on YouTube posted a dinner with the D'Amelios video with James Charles as a surprise guest. And this video garnered a lot of just negative attention for so many reasons. For starters, this video also featured a celebrity chef, Erin May, who often appears on the Food Network. Erin served the D'Amelio family a traditional Spanish paella with cooked snails. Dixie, who has been open about having a sensitive stomach, tried one of the snails and then ran outside to throw up.
What is this?
Oh my god.
It's a mushroom.
No, it's not. That's a snail.
Oh my
It
God.
is a snail.
Oh!
Yummy.
See?
It sometimes happens when... Oh god.
So dramatic.
Don't be so dramatic,
Excuse yourself.
Is she being real? Or is she being dramatic?
It was good, but then there's a salty part on it. That was not good. It tasted like chicken, and then I tried the salty part, and everything came up. Do we have any dino nuggets?
Ew!
Charlie also asked if there were dino nuggets instead of the food that Erin May cooked, which led fans of the sisters to call them rude and entitled towards the chef. By the way, Erin May told paparazzi that he actually wasn't offended and that the snails were intended to trigger a reaction from Dixie.
Somebody on production thought it would be funny to feed Dixie and Charlie snails.
Okay.
They didn't take it the best. I love Dixie and Charlie. I've worked with them before. I'm going to work with them again. I think it's a little blown out of proportion. Those girls are the greatest. I love them.
Okay.
It was all fun and games.
Then there was also the fact that by the end of the video, Charlie complained about not reaching 100 million subscribers in 1 year. Apparently 98 million wasn't enough, or however many she had.
Ugh, I wish I had like more time. Because imagine if I hit 100 mil a year after hitting mil.
Was the 95 not enough for you?
Well, I was just like saying like even numbers.
Well,
2 days after the video was posted, fans started getting outraged and started unfollowing Charlie on TikTok, causing her to lose over 750,000 followers in a span of 24 hours and 1 million followers altogether. But she did soon rebound, and not only did she recover her lost followers, but she is now finally past the 100 million subscriber mark. But then, of course, the queen of inserting herself into other people's drama, Trisha Paytas, had to comment on the situation as well. She reacted to some TikTok about Charlie being rude, saying,
I've seen lots of comments from Dixie saying, like, just kind of being really combative and bratty towards people who had criticism of the girls. They're 19, they're young, but I do think since they are role models on such a big platform, they should be called out when they need to be humbled a little, because you see this happen all the time. People get really famous, a lot of followers really quickly. They think they're entitled to 100 million. They complain that they only have 95 million followers. They complain that they have a personal chef, and it's just unbecoming. And I don't think it's something to be embarrassed about because they are young girls, but to be catty and bratty in the comments when people are just like, hey, we're kind of like, this isn't cool behavior. It's just trying to help them learn and ultimately not get canceled, because this kind of attitude, it won't get you far.
I mean, to be completely honest with you guys, it's not like I necessarily disagree with Trisha in this case. Like, they were being kind of rude. Not too rude, like, I get it, because it's a show. They want to make it a little entertaining and be a little bit over dramatic. Like, if you guys remember, Shane Dawson would make all those food videos, and you know what I mean? Like, you kind of over exaggerate your reactions a little bit, but I just feel like it's just not Trisha's place to be making this comment, you know? Like, she's not the right person to be saying these things. Dixie later tried to explain that her team set her up to elicit a reaction because they knew she would throw up just at the smell of snails, but this video just wasn't well received by angry fans generally, and Trisha did respond to this as well.
basically my team knows I throw up a lot. I can throw up at the smell, the thought, or the taste of anything.
Okay, so this is coming as constructive criticism and not hate whatsoever. This was not an apology, girl. This was not a sincere apology. You're making excuses after excuses after excuses. And you are 19, so you're a legal adult. Charlie's a minor, so it's a little different. But she is saying in this clip that her team knows that she'll puke at anything, at the smell of anything. If that's the case, why set her up in this situation with professional chef in a home getting a private meal cooked? Are they setting her up for sabotage? Do they want to make her look bratty? Do they want her to make hated? Was this all a PR stunt just to get more views and followers to her? Because if they were going for comedic effect, simple lifestyle, why not feed her Fear Factor style stuff like cow tongue or pig's heart or stuff they used to feed them?
Well, Trisha, fun fact, some people do actually eat cow tongue in some cultures, just like how in some other cultures people do actually eat snails. They are both equally as rare for us, so it doesn't really matter what they would have given her, people would have still been offended.
And Charli saying let's have dino nuggets instead with a pronounced chef in a private setting? Suspicious. Get a new team, girl.
Dude, she's 16. Of course she's gonna prefer dino nuggets or whatever those are to some fancy chef-made meal. She's 16 for God's sake. Charli went live and she tearfully asked Trisha to stop talking about her entirely.
And like, I'm just gonna say, Trisha Paytas, like this is not, sorry, just you have been completely rude to me multiple times, saying she doesn't have a personality, she can't dance, she's basic. Like, you have your own problems, please stop worrying about mine. Like, please stop talking about me. You're not a very nice person.
So Charli called me out on her live. Now Charli is a minor, so I'm going to try and just handle this with literal kid gloves because she is a child and I understand that. It's concerning how her parents raised her.
Girl, have you seen yourself? Like, you have absolutely no business commenting on how other people raise their children.
And that she's hanging out with James Charles because now she has adopted James Charles' mentality of the keep my name out of your mouth. She told me to stop talking about her and that she's been rude that I've been rude when she's literally the most followed person on social media. That's what she signed up for. And I haven't been rude. I've given constructive criticism.
What was that?
Constructive criticism as far as this situation goes, because I really do feel for her and I do think it is her parents' poor raising that gave them the manners that they have. And she lumped me in a category of people telling her to kill herself, which I've never encouraged, nor have I encouraged hate or anything. I was always saying stuff with constructive criticism. She specifically goes on to say, Trisha Paytas, you have your own problems. Stop worrying about mine. As if to say I'm the crazy one on the internet, I'm the mess, and nobody likes me, blah, blah, blah. And that's totally fine. And I'm not worried about you. I'm commentating on poor behavior because that's the only way you're going to be able to grow and change. And it looks like you have remorse. It looks like you're upset and crying. And I am completely sorry if people are telling you to kill yourself. That's so wrong on so many levels. But you can't go James Charles and say, keep my name out of your mouth when your whole career and livelihood is based on social media, people talking about you and watching what you do. It's you call me out, but why don't we call out people that are actually being harmful and detrimental to your growth? James Charles, your parents, everyone saying that your behavior is okay.
Did this bitch really just try to turn her against her own parents? What?
People are just getting involved just to get involved. And like, I'm just gonna say, Trisha Paytas.
And again, I know she's a minor, but it's the people around her feeding this. It's not getting involved just to get involved. You're number one trending on Twitter right now. The Today Show is publishing articles. Like, it's so clear she's specifically calling me out because of the people in her life, specifically James Charles, which, why are you hanging out with a minor?
Now, this is just a very weird and random comment. James was there hanging out with the entire family, including both the girl's parents and Dixie, who's 19 years old. I don't see anything wrong with that. Comment down below if I'm not seeing something here.
It was weird when Tati did it to you, and look how that turned out. And now you're hanging out with an actual, like, child. It's concerning, but all of this screams him because he also told me to keep my name out of his mouth when that's how you guys are making money. That's how you guys are millionaires at such a young age and owning houses. It's the internet. What?
Yet, how come that when people talk about you issue copyright strikes against them, even though the only reason why you're ever relevant is because of the drama you stir up?
And baby girl, in the same breath you asked me not to talk about you and I don't know you. You can't just say I'm not a nice person because, sweetheart, you don't know me.
Girl, you put 99% of your life on the internet. Everybody knows you're not a nice person.
And what I said wasn't even that bad.
This I agree with. Even though she had absolutely no business commenting on this situation, she didn't say anything really particularly mean in that one instant. Whatever she had previously said about Charli before, about her not having any talent or whatever, I don't know about. But with regard to this situation, she actually wasn't that mean.
Just like other people in your life, I've seen you guys come and go. The sense of entitlement is not cute. It's unbecoming. This is not how you're gonna last on social media, no matter how many followers you have now. At the end of the day, again, I don't wish anyone to be canceled. I give some outside perspective. I give my opinions because, again, it's social media. People are allowed to give their opinions. Someone needs to intervene and step in, and not her family and not James Charles. And I really do wish her well. Truly, truly, truly. Don't let anyone tell you not to call someone out if you think someone's in the wrong.
And then Trisha went on and on and on, repeating a lot of the same things over and over again. You guys, kid you not, she posted 73 TikToks in one day. 73 freaking TikToks, and I downloaded them all to post on this video, but it was way too long, so I'm not going to include them in this video because, again, she was being very repetitive, saying James Charles and her family are enabling Charli, and she's a public figure. She needs to be able to accept criticism. She's not going to last too long on the internet, but she also does mention multiple times that, yes, Charli is a minor, so she can't judge her too hard.
Her parents need to limit or restrict her access to social media, in my opinion. Charli, you're a minor. I sincerely apologize for hurting your feelings in any capacity at that age. I know it could feel like the worst thing in the world. What you did in the actual video wasn't that horrible. You weren't being hateful. People just wanted you to take accountability. You did. And for my part, I'm sorry if I made you feel bad.
James tweeted in response saying, "The Charli situation is not sitting right with me. 100 million followers in 1 year and y'all expect her to know how to be a perfect role model? Death threats because she's a picky eater and made a joke about a milestone. 30-plus-year-olds dragging someone half their age feels familiar." Of course, Trisha had to respond to this on TikTok as well, saying,
"Oh, had to come back because our favorite forever victims, James Charles, subtweeted this about me. You young kids and kittens, the reason why you're so rich is because people talk about you."
You as well, Trisha.
I'm allowed to comment on people I've never even met before. I wasn't a 30-year-old being friends with you, James, underage. You are also 21 years old, friends with an underage minor. I'm gonna keep talking about you as long as you're on social media. People are open for criticism. There's no foul misconduct. Except for you being friends with a 16-year-old girl. Ew. How is it that James Charles is the victim in every single situation? That's it. I've never heard of someone so innocent and just always the victim.
Have you looked in the mirror before?
James, you ain't gonna last. You were the next Tyler Oakley going into obscurity.
Wow, Trisha, that was uncalled for. What did Tyler Oakley ever do to you?
Real soon, because you have no humility. You don't take any accountability. You keep going around, walking around with no masks, laughing with people with no masks.
How does she manage to change the topic so quickly and make it sound like it's relevant? Literally, you guys, everybody was talking about the situation. Corinna even tweeted about it. I don't know what her last name is. Someone let me know. How do you pronounce her last name? Is it Kopf? Corinna Kopf tweeted about it saying, "Imagine an actual controversial creator coming for a 16-year-old because they have bad manners. Ha ha ha." Okay. Trisha came out in response saying,
"Imagine me not actually coming for her, just saying that it's unbecoming when hundreds of thousands of other people have also commented on her." And when I went to go reply on Twitter, it was already taken down because Corinna Kopf is in a cult, ladies and gentlemen. Daddy David told you to take it down? Oh, don't mention Trish. Anytime I mentioned X Trish out, someone mentioned me in one of David's live streams, and that's the only live stream that went missing. Corinna girl, at least get a backbone. Keep that tweet up. I'll go back and forth all day long, because you know you ain't perfect either, babe. Call me controversial because my shit is out there, but honey, your darkness will come to light soon if you really wanted to. Subtweets are shady as hell. You're gonna call someone out. Call someone out. I hate this bullshit of people subtweeting shit. It's so weird. Corinna, aren't you the same chick who made merch called My Anxieties Have Anxieties, profiting off mental illness?
Again, how is that related to the topic at hand? To escalate things even farther, Charli D'Amelio posted a TikTok of her dancing to Trisha Paytas singing the N-word around a decade ago. Trisha responded to this on TikTok saying,
"I was 22 at the time. Definitely have apologized for that video numerous times. It's gross. Saying the N-word is gross. But here's what trips my trigger. Dixie was dancing to a song with the N-word not bleeped yesterday. I said the word 10 years ago. How come you and your sister have done multiple dances to the N-word? Just because you go, when it's said, doesn't make it okay." She says this, "I don't need to promote a racist sound, but you did." Now, James accused me of being also a Trump supporter among other false allegations, saying that I voted for Trump was his specific words. I'm a registered independent, and I voted for Biden this year. When I talked about Trump years ago, I never even voted. Now, why is that not okay?
Trisha, you made multiple videos talking about why you support Donald Trump and thus indirectly encouraging others to vote for Donald Trump as well. So whether or not you actually voted for him in this case doesn't matter because you probably led a lot of other people to do that.
Dixie's dad is a literal politician, a literal Republican.
But again, it's not like you can use being a Republican as an insult because everyone's allowed to have their own political opinions. It really just has to do with someone's intelligence level and their emotional intelligence as well, in my belief, but we're not gonna get too political here.
So you're bashing me by saying I'm a Trump supporter. You're cool being friends with the family. Baby, you need Charli. You were on the outs, so thank God you are friends with the D'Amelios while their fame lasts.
Okay, girl, you can keep saying that to yourself. Whatever makes you sleep at night. Lorray also tweeted, "Good morning to everyone except Trisha Paytas." Trisha responds,
"And the hits keep coming from people who will be irrelevant next year. Hey, Lorray, if that's how you say your name, what's up, babe? I'll still take the good morning, cause you acknowledge me what? So I'm gonna acknowledge you. Stop spreading COVID. You're ignorant and dumb and you're literally killing people. Wear masks. It's not that hard. These people come and go. With no discernible talent, they'll be gone. Bye. See ya. Invest." I don't always take glory when influencers fall off the face of the earth, but these people are stupid, putting people's lives in danger, not taking anything seriously. COVID rules don't apply to stupid ass influencers. Also loved Tana saying OMG when she said the hard R and so N-word so aggressively. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Y'all canceled. Oh, Nikita Dragon liked this tweet. How fitting. Here comes the next serve of people literally killing people, literally not caring about the health and safety of people's lives. Here we go. It is illegal to not wear a mask. How is Saddle Ranch still even open right now, allowing this to happen not once but multiple times? Her hiding her face because an employee is screaming at her to Nikita, put a mask on, because hey, Saddle Ranch should be shut down for all these influencers not abiding by pandemic guidelines.
Okay, so Trisha actually started a feud with literally every other influencer out there, but at least she apologized to Charli, right? For having hurt her feelings? Wrong. She actually retracted her apology.
So I had apologized to Charli because I felt like I actually hurt her feelings, but apology retracted. Like, she is entitled and spoiled, and the more I see and the reactions from her sister dancing to the N-word, like thinking that makes it okay to try and like trying to humiliate me, but humiliate herself by just being more offensive in 2020 and just projecting that to her 40 million followers.
And yeah, so that's all of the tea as of right now. Who knows, there probably will be 72 more TikToks to report on tomorrow, but for now, guys, please give this video a thumbs up. It took so freaking long to put together. Just like I'm begging you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. I post new videos every single week. All right, you guys, bye.